Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm reviewing Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. So this is my first time reading this book as well as reading any of Sarah J. Maas's work. I know she's a really popular author, but I had a feeling that she wasn't necessarily going to be an author for me, which is why I put off reading this for so long. I've had this on my shelves for at least 5 years and I was hesitant to read it because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. Spoiler alert, I didn't. I'm sorry if you can hear children screaming outside. We're just gonna try to ignore them. I buddy read this with Dasha from Mythic Pages at the request of Robin from Robin Reed, so I fully blame Robin for this. And neither of us really enjoyed it. Like, we knew we weren't gonna enjoy it, so there's no shock there. If you're not familiar with this, if you're like me and you haven't read it until now or just haven't read it at all, in this we follow a girl named Selena who is the most dangerous assassin in the country. Somehow she's gotten captured though, and so we start following her a year after her original capture. She has been chosen by the Crown Prince to compete in a tournament of champions to become the King's champion, where basically she will be an assassin but under the King's rule. So I'm not gonna lie, like, the plot is kind of intriguing, but execution wasn't there for me. If I'm totally honest, I didn't really care about anything that happened in here. I didn't care about most of the characters. The plot was just kind of happening and I was just like, okay. Or I was like, oh my god, I can't believe you're fucking doing that right now. So it's just not for me. Maybe if I read this as a teenager, I would have enjoyed it, but as a grown woman, it's not working for me. I'm gonna rate this probably like a 2.75. It was very average, didn't really keep my attention. I was having such a hard time getting through it in the beginning that I had to get the audiobook. And even then, I still didn't really care about the events that were occurring, so yeah. I have 6 of the books in this series, I think, and I'm going to unhaul them. I will not be continuing this series. So if you are someone who has not yet read Throne of Glass but would like to, this is your official spoiler warning. As always, let's start with characters. Selena. Didn't care about her. Did not care about her. And I think it was Jess Owens who said something like this. She's an assassin and we don't get to see her assassinate not a single person. Give me something. Make me care about her a little bit, maybe. But no, that didn't happen. Kale, whatever his name is, he's okay. I didn't hate him. I understand he's trying to do his job. He's having conflicting feelings, whatever. He's very young. Fine, whatever. Not a huge fan. I think if there weren't a love triangle, I might be on his side, but because there is a love triangle, I'm like, girl, you have so many more problems to deal with right now. Finding a man ain't one of them. Which leads me to Dorian. I fucking hate him. Not only is he exactly what you expect of the Crown Prince, thinks he can do whatever, say whatever, blah blah blah. Him coming into her room every night without her permission and just thinking that it's like, the first time he did it, it was creepy as fuck. The fact that it kept happening really irritated the fuck out of me. Also, when she's on her period and he's like, well, it can't be that bad, you don't look sick, she should have drop kicked his ass. I don't care that he's the prince. I don't care if he's not used to rejection. None of that matters. You're not entitled to anybody. That's just how it works. And then in terms of the love triangle, the way it's all going about is just really odd. And like, Dorian and Kale aren't communicating, but they're supposed to be like BFFs, and that makes no sense. So wasn't here for it. My favorite character was Nehemia. Only person of color in sight, and I heard she dies in like book 2. So more reason for me to not continue. And it's weird to me because like, I have heard from some people that there is a lack of diversity, but this book has also been recommended to me a lot of times. And like, recommendation to a Black woman, no diversity. Little bits that we got of the King and Dorian just say to me that he has a fragile ass ego. Like, for what? Like, you're the fucking king. Like, you don't have to be you don't have to force people to thank you for shit. That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. I hope he dies, honestly. The queen is racist, so that was fun. Her little comments about Nehemia were disgusting. Kaltain, I don't know what's up with that bitch. I don't know how long she's supposed to last in the story either. Maybe I'll just have somebody tell me what happens later in the series and how it ends, because I'm definitely not gonna read it. I didn't really care about any of the other champions except Knox. He was okay. But other than that, genuinely did not care. As far as the magic, I feel like we got so little of it in this one. I think the concept of it is pretty cool. That probably gets better as we go on. It seems like Selena has some sort of magic, but that hasn't exactly been revealed yet. The word marks are pretty cool, and I liked how all of that was happening, how Nehemia was trying to protect Selena, but Selena thought she was like she was gonna be the next victim, so she kept erasing the marks. I don't know, and I'm not gonna keep reading. Does this mean that Selena is part Fae? Because that's what it seems like the major magic system revolves around, and Queen Elena was part Fae. I think that was her name. But yeah, I just didn't really care for it. Didn't grasp my attention. Damn sure didn't care about the love triangle. Yeah, I'm gonna be unhauling this series ASAP. If anybody wants most of the Throne of Glass books, let me know. I'll send them out. Really all that I have to say. Thank you, Robin, for wasting my time. I'm not gonna be reading ACOTAR. Probably not gonna pick up anything else by her in general. So now I know for sure, and I can move on with my life. So that is all I have for you today. Let me know if you like Throne of Glass. I mean, if you like it, it's fine. It just wasn't for me. I think I'm a little too old, you know? It could have been like Shadow and Bone. Like if I read this when I was younger, I might have liked it. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh, this is bad. But let me know what you guys thought. If you have read it, if you haven't read it, whatever. That's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.